So, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Yeah, that movie, the spin-off movie of SpongeBob that everybody, was curious about. Well, apparently it got leaked early, and some people got to see it. Not a lot of people, but some people got to see it, and people don't seem to be very interested in it. So I'm gonna talk about that on this on this video here, and tell you guys what I think of this and all that, and possibly I'll be talking about the SpongeBob thing in general because there's a lot to talk about there with that too. But if you guys want to be notified for some future videos, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I do all sorts of videos. I do new stuff, I do reviews, I do my thoughts and all that. And I do lots of things, so if you guys are not interested in me talking about this stuff, I also do reviews. In fact, in the future, I am planning on reviewing SpongeBob, like every episode of this show, including the movies. I'll be doing this in other shows too. I just haven't got around to it yet, but yeah, I'll go more on into that later, but yeah. But anywho, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, the Sandy Cheeks movie. So, yeah, apparently somehow someone got a hold of it early. It's not supposed to come out till later this month. Yeah, it's February now. January is over, it is now February. So I hope you guys enjoyed their, January month, because now we're on February. And, so it's supposed to, it was either this or March it was supposed to come out, but I'm pretty sure it was this month it was coming out on Netflix. Yeah, there's been a lot of shows from Paramount that's been going back to Netflix, which is ironic because, a lot of these studios, they took off their, shows, to create their own platforms and all that, and now they're starting to bring them back to Netflix. But it's been mostly Paramount doing it. But yes, it's been mostly Paramount. But Paramount has been releasing a lot. I mean, they have some stuff on their streaming platform too that are originals, but a lot of it has been going to Netflix. Well, either that or the older shows mostly. But yeah, they've actually been taking them off of Hulu, believe it or not. Which is ironic also because Disney, bought out Hulu and all that. They spent all that money on Hulu, and they blew all of it just to have it instead of selling it off, and now people are starting to take stuff off of it. Paramount was already doing that to begin with. They were already taking their stuff off of there, but they had contracts and all that. But I think they knew that this was gonna happen eventually and all that. And with Disney, it's very hard to fight with them and all that. So yeah, they've been taking their stuff off of there and all that. So, but it's going to Netflix, so it's gonna be going to Netflix. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm not sure if people are going to... when people are talking about Paramount possibly selling to someone or something, I don't know. I don't know how bad they're doing exactly. I do know that they do have a lot of shows that are doing very well. Like, I do know Nickelodeon has gotten a little bit better over time. It's still not great. It still has problems with SpongeBob and all that. But it has gotten a bit better. But they have been but they have been getting better with. They brought back the Splat logo, which none of the other studios have been doing that. None of them have. They still have generic names and all that. Well, except Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is kind of, it still has the iconic logo, with the black and white. But Boomerang, they changed the logo on that, and then Disney Channel and Disney Junior just had the name. They don't have the Mickey Mouse logo and all that. They've been doing stuff like that, but with Nickelodeon, at least they brought back the Splat logo, which is good. And they have some shows that are actually that are getting people's attention, and it's not just focusing on all SpongeBob. Because I think they realize that because they're not making any money off of just SpongeBob. Unfortunately, though, that's where I come into the whole Sandy situation, with the Sandy movie. See, people were not sure what to think about this movie because, first of all, they have, they've been milking SpongeBob way too long, and it's now at their 13th, their 14th season now. They're on their 14th season. They may be soon going to their 15th season. I don't know. I've been noticing it's been taking a couple years for them to finish their seasons, unlike some other shows, which is interesting. But also, they have freaking Camp Coral and the Patrick Star Show, which I don't know. I've been hearing people saying the Patrick Star Show has gotten better, but people despise the Camp Coral Show. People do not like it, because it's freaking boring. I remember back then I did a video on it. I thought the first episode was alright, but I was only talking about the first episode because at that time they have not made any more, episodes. But I've seen some other ones since it's come out, and it's really just freaking boring. Like, it was kind of fine at first, but it's boring. These stuff is unnecessary. Steven Hillenburg did not want this stuff and all that. He could have changed his mind maybe later down the road. I don't know, but I know originally he didn't want SpongeBob to have spin-offs. And I mean, if they're going to do spin-offs, they could do spin-offs that are actually good. Like, they could do a spin-off with, Mr. Krabs and Plankton as kids or something like that, because, I mean, Friend or Foe is a really good special, and a lot of people liked it, but I don't know, they just don't seem like they seem like they just don't really care about that, and all that, and I don't know if it's Nickelodeon per se, or if it's the people behind SpongeBob, that decide to make these shows. I'm not sure, but people are just not really into him and all that. And then they got the Sandy Cheeks movie, and it feels like we're getting to the point where people are just getting burnt out on SpongeBob. Yes, people are just burnt out on SpongeBob. But yes, there is way too many, SpongeBob, stuff out and all that, and it's kind of following like Star Wars and Marvel and all that, where people are just getting sick of it. Like there's way too much like Star Wars in Marvel, to the point where people are just not watching the stuff anymore because there's too much of it. I mean, to be fair though, that crap is like bad. Like, it's really, really bad. It destroys, a lot of the characters and all that, is what I've been hearing. They keep rewriting history and all that. I mean, Camp Coral is kind of doing that too, but they're still keeping the characters, the same. They're not destroying their personalities or anything, but still, I mean, they are like in this movie, believe it or not, I actually was one of the people to watch it. I never finished it. I was just watching a little bit of it, and it was freaking boring. Like, it felt like it was kind of, well, it wasn't really super boring, but it felt like the movie was being made by AI or something like that, which is possible, but I don't know, it just felt really off. Like, I don't know, it just starts off randomly with a music number, and then it immediately goes to the characters getting kidnapped and all that. Like, it just goes right to that. Like, it goes literally right to that, and I don't know, I was just like, I don't know, I mean, I shouldn't be watching the movie, because, because it's on there and all, I shouldn't be watching it and all that, but I just wanted to see a little bit of it. I wasn't planning on watching the whole thing. I was just wanting to see a little bit of it and see what people were thinking and all that. And yeah, I was gonna watch it on Netflix and all, because I'm probably gonna be reviewing it down the road too. But yeah, people have been saying the movie itself is not very good and all that, and that's not on top of all the other stuff, because people were saying SpongeBob was getting better and all that. Like, it was getting better, and now it's getting worse and all that. And I don't know if it's as bad as as season 6 through 8. In part of 9. I don't know, but I guess I haven't seen really, like, any episodes really. Like, I don't think I've seen any from season 13, or, like, I've seen some from 12, because I did some reviews on it, but I don't think I've seen any from season 13 I can remember. Well, I've seen a little bit of a clip of Mrs. Puff, I guess, disguising herself as a potato or something, but that's really about it. And then season 14, the episode I remember is there's actually an episode with no SpongeBob and Patrick. I mean, no SpongeBob in it at all. So it looks like they're still trying to be creative, but I don't know. I can't really say what my thoughts are on it, because I've been avoiding it because people have been saying it's really bad and all that. But of course, a lot of people have been saying that only pre-movie SpongeBob is good and all that, which is not true. Because season 4 and 5 have some pretty good episodes, because I go back and watch them. But I've hardly have gone back to any of the other stuff, because I've been waiting to just review them down the road. I've gone back to a few episodes, because some of them are pretty good, but like in season 6 through 8 and all that, and part of 9, but seasons 9A, but a lot of it's just really bad. I mean, a lot of it's freaking awful and all that. So I don't know, but I do plan on reviewing the show in the future. I'm gonna review every season and all that, and I'm gonna be doing that with other shows too. I just haven't got around to it yet. I was working on my Avatar and all that, but I didn't finish it. But I think I'm gonna probably end up just going ahead and doing it, because I don't think I really I might just leave the Avatar the way it is. I don't know. But I don't know. But I know, like, other people have done. Even Pie Guy Rules has done it. Pie Guy actually did all these seasons and all that. Well, he stopped at season 10. He got burnt out on the show, but yeah, he got burnt out on it. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed his content, and it makes me kind of want to go and review it with my own thoughts. But I will be doing that here probably in the future, probably in a couple months or so. I don't know. I may do it at the end of the month. I don't know. The problem is I'm very busy with things. I got appointments and all that, and I don't want to get too many videos, because I haven't even been uploading my movies all right and all that. I mean, to be fair, the movie part, what makes it so difficult is, what makes the movies thing so difficult is, I have to go to, I have to go, I have to watch these movies and all that, and then review them afterwards. That's the problem with these SpongeBob episodes. I'm gonna have to do the exact same thing, I mean, I could, I could just avoid some of them, but I haven't been really doing that because I don't feel like it's fair and all that. But I will plan on doing that. And yeah, I do sound like I'm kind of off topic here, but I don't know. I just really don't have a whole lot to say about this movie because I have not seen the whole thing. Because again, I'm waiting because it looked pretty bad, and I don't really want to watch it, I mean, some of these episodes and stuff and content I could like because, I have my own opinion, because, everyone's got their own opinion, that's what makes us human beings, but it's not fair for me to criticize something if I haven't seen it all the way through, but yeah, so far it doesn't look very good, but I don't know, but yeah, But yeah, I'm just gonna say though, yeah, I feel like people are just getting sick of SpongeBob and all that. I mean, SpongeBob can continue on if it wants to, but we don't need Camp Coral. I mean, we don't really need the Patrick Show either. But at least with that show, it has some stuff they can do with it. It's more it's random humor and all that, But with like the Camp Coral and all that, they basically the animation looks pretty bad in it, and the episodes I've seen, it just feels very boring. Except the first one I saw was pretty interesting, but otherwise that it just felt very slow and all that. But I don't know, but I guess you guys can tell me what you guys think about SpongeBob and all that, and do you guys think they've gone too far with this? Because I think they have. And I'm not sure if they still have this rule or not with Nickelodeon, but yeah, Nickelodeon had this freaking stupid rule back then where you have, where a show had to meet SpongeBob's ratings to do very well. I mean, to keep airing on, Nickelodeon and all that, which is stupid because SpongeBob, it was a very popular show, and it's very hard for another show to do that, It's just luck, and, when you do that stuff, it's not very good. But I don't know. But I do know they're doing the same thing with Nick Jr. Well, Nick Jr., they got, Paw Patrol and all that. And Paw Patrol apparently has 3 movies now. Or at least they're going to. I don't know if the third one's come out yet, but I do know they have 2 movies already and all that, and I know they've been going for several seasons. But at least with that, they have other shows too that have gotten multiple seasons instead of just a couple and all that. I mean, you can say a couple is all you need, but a lot of these shows, I thought so too, but a lot of these shows I've seen, I feel like they could have gone on for maybe 2 more seasons or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you don't want the show to end up like SpongeBob or Family Guy or The Simpsons or something where people are sick of it, but I don't know. But I'm going to probably go ahead and just, I'm just going to go ahead and end up letting things go from here. So, see you guys all next time. Again, tell me your guys' thoughts on this in the comments below. Anywho, see you guys later. Bye-bye.